So I am here with Linda Rose. I'm going to look for the video super quick just so I can see if you guys have any questions, the normal stuff. There it is. Um, so basically what we do here is we just talk about Go for Gold. We just sit around and talk about courses. We just talk about Go for Gold. And really, you guys, at the end of the day, whenever I'm looking for something that I either want to invest my money in or I want to see if it's something I want to invest my time in, even if it's not much money, do I want to actually spend time on this thing? My what I want to see is somebody's testimonial. I want to see what it's actually doing for somebody else. I don't want to see what the creator has to say about it. And so I know that. So that being said, I don't want you guys just to hear what I'm talking about all the time with the courses. I want you to see what other people are saying. So that is why Linda is here today, and we're going to chat about Go for Gold. Yay. So Linda, what are how long had you been with I said Go for Gold? How long had you been with Young Living before you found out about Go for Gold?
So I've been with Young Living, actually actively building the business. I just had my 4-year anniversary, got my loyalty oil. So it's been about just right over 4 years, but I was a member for a couple years before that. And I just one day was like, I need to make some money.
Right. That's what I was going to ask you, because that's what I'm always curious about is, and I think for us as leaders, what is the thing that triggers that in people, right? What was your actual catalyst for, I'm going to start building this as a business instead of just continuing to buy products? Just out of curiosity, I always like to ask that.
Yeah. I was staying at home with my kids. I was homeschooling my kids. I was helping with my mom. She was pretty ill. So I was helping to take care of her. But it really got to the point financially where I was like, I need to do something to make money, but I needed something that I could do part-time from home, in all my spare time, like we all have so much of it.
Right.
So that was kind of the point. And I looked at a bunch of different, I knew I wanted to do some network marketing, home-based business, something like that. So I started researching and looking at a bunch of different companies, but then I was like, wait a minute, I'm already a member with Young Living.
I already used the stuff.
Yeah, I already use and love this product. So I bet there's a business opportunity. So I just reached out to my upline and we had a conversation about, the comp plan and the income disclosure statement and all that. So
yeah. So it's interesting that the conversation or that your thought process was, so I'm already with this company. I wonder if there's a way to make money. Because that it goes to show how many of us just really don't. And I heard this about Young Living before. Obviously I haven't been with Young Living for that long. But I heard about it before where they just didn't lead with the opportunity at all. It was pretty much product based, but not leading with the opportunity. So I think a lot of people are in that boat still from, maybe they've been using the products for years and they just don't really even know about the opportunity. It's so funny that you were looking potentially outside of Young Living for it, right? That's how much people
and I mean, with everything, there's always some sort of buy-in. And so, I would have had to buy some starter kit or some package to get started with. And I was like, wait a minute, I'm already invested in this company. I'm already a member. I don't have to do anything more.
Right. Yes. Oh man, that's so freaking cool. That's great insight. Thank you for that, Linda. So you're with Young Living. You just had your 4-year anniversary. What would you say is the biggest difference? Well, no, let me ask this. What was the catalyst? Okay, no, I'm going to ask another question. It's one of those Sundays for me. How did you find out about Go for Gold to begin with?
Okay, sure. I was actually at Palooza this year. And I was sitting next to a lady I had met, and we just got to talking about Young Living, realized we were both, building businesses with Young Living. And I mean, I'll be honest with you, I was almost to the point I was getting very discouraged because what I was doing was not working.
Yeah.
I was just found myself extremely stuck in Young Living. And so she said, well, have you heard of Martha Krejci? She's like, you should look her up. So right away I went on the Goal Getters group. Like we're sitting there in the conference and she's Goal Getters. So I joined Goal Getters. That night I went back to the hotel room and I was just sitting there, we're watching TV, but no, I'm like scrolling through Gold Getters, through all the posts, and I'm like, this is amazing. So thankful to a crossline friend who told me about you and about Gold Getters.
That's so cool. That's so cool. I think that a lot of people are in that place of, unfortunately, I think a lot of people are in that place of potentially like getting in the place of wanting to quit. Not wanting to quit. Let me rephrase that. Not wanting to quit, but feeling like they need to quit out of necessity. Like maybe it's for just self-sustainment, right? Or self-preservation. Like they need to quit because they can't keep losing. They can't keep like not succeeding at this thing that they're trying to succeed at. Because you can only a human spirit can only take that for so long, right? Like that's just it takes a lot to continue beyond that. So I'm so glad that all of that just happened.
Yeah.
So whenever you started Go for Gold, what would you say is the biggest difference for your business before and after Go for Gold?
Yeah. So I think just from taking Go for Gold has really just helped me to have a different language to speak to people. It's not like this, here, buy my product, or do you want to come to my class? Because that's what I had been doing, a lot of inviting people. Hey, you want to check this out? You want to check this out? But there was never that relationship built.
Right.
So I think the biggest thing that I've taken away from Go for Gold is the relationship, building relationships with people. And I'm even able to go back now and rebuild relationships with people where before I was just always like, hey, my friend is doing this class online. Why don't you join us? And they're like, I don't even care.
But I don't even know what that is. Right. Yeah. That's sweet. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think it's just given me a lot more language to talk to people and to build that relationship and, have that be solid before here's a product.
So necessary. So necessary. There's a lot of us in Young Living that we get so passionate about the stuff that we have because we love it. I mean, I've never seen unboxing videos more exciting than Young Living unboxing videos. We just did one from the bundle from the it's not rally anymore, but the
spring launch or something. Yeah.
Launch bundle. Yeah. And we just got it. So we did an unboxing. It was like, it's here, right? Like it's so exciting because we love our stuff. But whenever we invite people like to the classes and stuff like that, whenever we invite people to stuff like that, they don't understand that. They don't have the experience that we have to anchor in like how cool that is. They're just like, I'm getting invited to another thing. I'm going to be sold something. It's like going to a timeshare thing. Like, do you really want to go spend your time and know you're going to be sold on something and know you're going to have to tell somebody no? I feel like that's what is in people's minds. It's what's in my mind. If somebody invites me to a party, I'm like, I can't go. No, I choose not to because I don't want to go because I don't want to have to say no to you when I get there. Right.
Right.
Like I would love to support you and be a human in the room, but then I'm going to have to say no to you. And I don't want to have to do that. So I just won't show up at all. That's how I am anyway. I'm not going because I'm being nice. It's really at the end of the day. So now that you have started Go for Gold, and you're able to speak to people better, have you found any tangible success yet so far as people signing up or people re-signing up or just building more relationships with people that were already on your team? Because all of it should be getting strengthened up. So what have you seen so far as that's concerned?
Yeah, so I mean, I've had a couple of great things happen. So last month I had two of my, they're my downline members, so they each enrolled a person. And so I think that's pretty cool because one of them was like, hey, my friend is really interested in oils. Why don't you talk to her? I'm like, okay, well, I can talk to her, but I think she really knows you.
Right.
It was technically a mutual friend, and so we both knew her, but I kind of reached out and talked to her a little bit. But I told my friend, I said, I really think that you can be the one to help her do this. So I kind of did a little push in the pool. We did a 3-way conversation, and she
Right.
enrolled her member. So that was pretty cool. And
That's
then another
perfect.
one of my members, she's been asking me, like, I don't know for how many months. Like, I'm so glad she never stopped asking me. She'd be like, how do you build this business? How do you do Young Living? And I'm like, I don't really
I
know.
don't know.
Stuck. Like, I don't know what to tell you. So I got Go for Gold. And then I'm like, oh, this is how you build this business. Here's
Yeah.
Go for Gold. And she's doing amazing.
Oh my gosh. Between that and Silver Made Simple, it's just over with. There just isn't anything else that's necessary. You can drill down on other things if you want to, like, become specialist in bringing in builders and stuff like that. Like, there's Bring on the Builders and 20 and 30 and that sort of thing. But there's not anything else necessary. When you have Go for Gold and Silver Made Simple,
That's it.
you're good. You're good. It's exciting. Whenever the concept came for me to do like Silver Made Simple. I know I'm kind of just doing a rabbit hole here, but I just am so excited about it. It's like a little baby. Whenever the concept came for me to like do that for people and then to create all of this other stuff around it, where it basically becomes this onboarding experience that has always been necessary, I'm just like, it's literally answering everybody's questions that everyone has. Everyone's like, what do I do on a day-to-day basis? Like, they have the system and then they're like, okay, so what do I do every day? Okay, well, here, let me just tell you. Let me tell you what I'm doing every day. And then we're going to just give you like this other stuff. But anyway, what would you say to somebody that is on the fence about getting Go for Gold for themselves?
Just do it, because I was honestly very much on the fence, because I've tried 4 years. Okay, been with Young Living for 4 years, building a business. I have tried many different, try this, do this, and none of them were working. So I was like at the point where you say, like, I was like, okay, this is as far as I'm gonna go. That I'm just gonna stop trying because honestly, doing nothing was getting me the same results as trying really hard. So I was at the point, I'm just gonna do nothing and just, that's it. This is as far as I'm supposed to go. So I was like hesitant to get Go for Gold, but right before Christmas, I went ahead and bought it for myself. I said, you know what? This is going to be my one last ditch effort, because I'm not a person who just quits and walks away from something. So I'm like, this is going to be my last try. If it doesn't work after this, then it's not meant to be.
And it's okay. Then we'll stick a fork in it if it doesn't work after this. But yeah, that's
so just
awesome.
I say go for it. Just go for gold.
There it is. I think there's our mic drop. Linda, thank you so much for spending your time with me this afternoon. I totally appreciate it. You have a good rest of your day. Everybody else, you have an awesome day, and I'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.